clutch up. I think there's always a chance with him in that. But yeah, if he's not in that role currently, that could be an interesting factor going forward. But we already see the things get underway. So it's going to be SMB on the defending side and G2 on the attack. And already, quick beginning.
Both still here, but Meddo's going to find CyderX on the way out. 8 HP now in a frenzy. Difficult to find anything at this distance. Might find a TQ1 ahead of that. Brave actually will find 2 here. Comes to 1v1. No way, Brave!
Yeah.
What?
Brave. Probably this round, if it's not identified, even just by looking at this comp, it's going to be a big problem for SMB if they really don't address this soon. But Glove, excuse me, should be trying to buy time here, and he's done really well. Actually, back's turn, going to open up for a freebie. nukkye going to be punished to the 4th. That is sublime from Glove. Unreal presence.
Well.
And I guess even showing on the UI. So he needs to be bailed out here. And Cyder might realize this. He turns around in time to at least find hoody. And now XiSTOU's got the cross, or at least he will have the cross as soon as they try to attempt it. Meddo and AvovA going to try and remove some of that vision, force their hand, TP through towards site and get that spike down, hopefully uncontested for his sake, because that HP, it's not pretty.
The ult going to get popped. They have the info. Whether or not SMB are going to try and force their way through here. Actually, you got to argue with AvovA down on 5 HP. It's very much doable for them here.
Last player standing.
keloqz still good on the cross. Going to catch that and at least bring it down to 1 player. This will be hard to isolate.
Yeah.
Just in his mind, maybe he's cleared backside well enough, but he's going to double check. Really diligent work there. And has he noted Meddo? I think he has. Tries to dip away, get it to half. He knows there's enough time for at least to get it to this point, but he has to now body check it. He's got to swing in, and he does.
Beautiful.
That is how you systematically take down a 1v3. That was
right.
Over. Brave. Don't get too ahead of yourselves now. Still going to play a little bit more cautiously than that. G2 very capable, but hitting that quick tempo over towards that A site. Spike now down, and they've got really comfortable post plants. Big information sitting towards rafters, deep as well. They're going to be fine. They'll know that no one's nearby, at least for now. And Brave going to try and slip away slightly. The pressure starting to mount, and actually hoody's found another integral impact. You can see the wrap coming in as well. AvovA's cleared a lot of space. This is going to instantly quell most of the hope for SMB. It leaves it all on Izzy's hands. Now, they're still being cautious. That spike hasn't crossed the site yet. They're aware of this man's presence.
For the possibility now, we'll find another over there for the trade. I think this pause for thought is just to allow AvovA to fully wrap through to screens, and really that slows this round down. Obviously, Brave and Glove don't want anything to do with this now. And this is what I'm talking about, the first few rounds now. AvovA's going to be in a position to do this time and time again. Actually acknowledging that there's nothing behind that hit now.
Pulling them in. Obscuring vision.
I think Glove's seen it. Yeah, he's definitely seen enough now. nukkye trying to just dance around it, but looking a little vulnerable. Hoody's gone down, but the trade out's perfect. nukkye, look at this guy. Where did he get? I don't know where he got the second from, if I'm honest. But again, you could barely see that player. Izzy connects the knife towards AvovA, leaving just nukkye and Meddo alive, making just Meddo on the swing out, and it's not pretty at this point. That's a stunner, though. The follow-up, the control. He's trying to spray it. Meddo, no shot. He's got one more. Oh, and it looks so...
Noia, so... Big indicator here, but 18 seconds left. G2 slowing down here.
And actually a quick punish onto nukkye. That's a problem. Flash to CT, they know he's there. 10 seconds now. Spike needs to go down uncontested. XiSTOU. Ooh, that's going to sting a little on the other side, potentially. Yeah, hoody going to just about get away. Not too much punishment on the back of that, and an interesting use of the divide here. And AvovA still. He knows there's a time limit on this, though.
They still have the retake wall. So I'm interested to see here if this actually works out for SMB.
Oh, hoody's not liking what you're saying. AvovA does finally get caught out, though, but it's keloqz there on the trade. Back down to a 2v2, and there's XiSTOU waiting on the site. I love the fact that Brave and Glove have to respect that, but they still look involved. They still look present when necessary. And speaking of present and necessary, again, the impact coming out from XiSTOU. This guy, 2 huge picks, instantly going to take away that front line potential damage coming through from G2. And now you have to look at what's remaining. A little bit of split apart, not looking ideally suited to this. AvovA now going to have to potentially deal with 2 if he wants to try and keep ramp safe. Actually got himself a dirty little angle to work with it potentially. Cyder punishing keloqz. And this looks par for the course. SMB looking unbothered thus far. And AvovA, there you go. Pixel now spotted on either side. Dance it out, but the wall drops, and Izzy will get the punish, leaving it all into Meddo's hands. 1v4. He's got the time on his side, but no teammates still stand. The flash towards the back of the side, trying to force the turn. He's going to see one pass. Claims a second. Instantaneous trade for Izzy. And again, last time around we saw that kind of push towards the extremities. No need for it thus far. Brave gonna decide to fall away. Probably the right choice here. And nukkye trying to lead the pack, but he's already been dealt with. Izzy, you can't get away from him. He seems to be on every single site. Every time they try and make a push. And look at these angles. So difficult to work with. glovee pushing in towards main, in towards this lobby area. AvovA can't quite clear him yet. He probably will now.
Yeah.
Shot to the side of the head. But already the damage is really making it difficult. CyderX is coming around now as well, but player advantage now with the rest coming in. Izzy's going to deal with it, but the trade comes in. But he's still there and still able to operate even with just the sheriff at hand. CyderX has found a nice bit of timing. Oh, if that adjustment came in. It was such a thin margin, but it could have happened. Now a 1v2. AvovA still lingering around. The angle's so good for him to get first contact. Very well, so much success, but nukkye will find him. Now a 4v3.
He comes through onto elbow, clear a little bit of space. keloqz actually will find one on the way in. glovee has to find his now. Hoody will fall. That's it, the crossfire working here. Brave again. That's huge in a pistol round here. It comes to 1v1.
And nukkye's read it. He is on the case, but keep your mind on the time, and the shot is divine from the man. nukkye, oh, and away we go. Working the way in, there's the cages, there's the wall. So a little bit of a trade out here, but the cross can be seen, can be noted. Meddo going to catch at least one, and actually gets the punish on Brave too. Izzy with the trade out as Meddo does go down to the back of the site, and a follow-up as well from Izzy. The man's just unchained at the moment. Pushing aggressively. I love seeing these Spectres utilized like this. Now AvovA, one of his own. You can see the positioning from glovee. As AvovA check on this diligently. I mean, the man's always seemingly a couple of steps ahead, and he does. Lovely work from AvovA. Now has to address the site itself, though.
Got the paranoia, but 70 HP. SMB definitely have the advantage in this scenario.
Cover going out.
Where are you going to send it, AvovA? Well, that's
money.
quite a good spot, isn't
It's
it?
money.
He's on the money, absolutely, and now just about coming out of it, though. XiSTOU is still fine. Vision now recovered. He's just trying to stay alive. He's trying to buy time. He's in danger. He's been backed into a corner. And
Early commitment here, but it's actually a showstopper down mid. Key information, whether or not nukkye will even find a kill on the back of this doesn't really matter.
You got to be saying, get ready.
No way.
Get ready on the other. As if he still gets it. Meddo knows he's in danger, but look at this sweaty little setup. Oh, it's
That's
ratty from Meddo. That's not fair. Oh, he almost got the follow-up as well on the Spectre. That is absolute rat business there.
Yeah.
And Hoody's shots are on the money today. G2 coming alive.
Everything getting thrown in here. The Cosmic Divide is what they
hell.
are. They are desperate to get back on the board to stop this momentum. But if anything, grand scheme of things, this is a win in terms of the investment for G2, regardless of the outcome.
The Divide lets them drop down and get onto kind of even footing here. Unbeknownst by the others, but still Brave just holding the line. Deals with nukkye and Hoody. And we're going to have Meddo now presented the actually winnable but unlikely challenge up against 3.
Oh
And
no.
yeah.
Oh no.
And look at this. Instantly ready. Instantly prepared. Reds comes in. Actually nukkye up and over. Oh, he still gets Brave as well. Hoody by his side, and Izzy's 26 HP. Oh, dearie me, what'd you do with this? Team flashes the lot. It's not looking good. As G2 are just spamming away the firing squad on the other side. And AvovA doesn't want to leave this too long. He wants to come with what's at A site, but we know what Meddo's hold on the site looks like.
Meddo's just got this geek set up again.
Don't
push it. Don't push it.
Look at it.
Don't push it.
Look at it. Look at what it is. Oh, and nukkye's got the ult ready. They're finding no access points, right? They're not even getting past the starting blocks on some of these rounds. They're struggling.
Oh no,
I
he's
think
healing. No, Brave was healing. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, nukkye hit that though, didn't he? They've just come alive on this side. When confidence hits G2, they are a formidable team. Truly. Now Izzy, he's trying to play his life. Keep that up in play if he can. He's already been hurt. Anyone out of place? This does look like it's going to lean towards A, and Meddo's probably aware of that too. Izzy now seen. Left walking and living on 30 HP, but it's not much, and they're sticking in mid a little longer this time.
Hoody will punish Izzy. The operator removed
And there's no
yeah,
trade.
nothing comes through.
There's no trades here. G2 are playing a gorgeous defensive half here. And I don't even want to say SMB are doing anything drastically wrong. They are being manipulated and moved around by G2, and I've honestly quite enjoyed watching how this played out. It's not your normal split defensive side. I feel it's the very, very clear-cut look to it. Brave trying to make his run for it, but well, let's see how much you got, Brave. I have to live up to your name here. 10 seconds and an army against you. G2 done. You've got some very capable players on the other side that are tailor-made to take you down, but there's the first contact, and away we go. SMB, of course, starting out on the attacking side, and it will be G2 on the defending side. However, looking at the way they're getting aggressive, G2 fancies getting proactive themselves, and it's quick. The amount of time they spend to get here is actually not a great deal. So early scuffle to be found, and it's actually a 1-for-1 trade out, so it's not too disastrous for either side just yet, but it's going to definitely draw their attention back away from their early plan going forward. So G2 right amongst them, and you can see it. The damage potential was there, but SMB meeting them toe-to-toe, and you said we needed to see that. We need to see them be able to deal with this proactive defensive side, and so far, I feel as though they've done that, and I quite like the fact that they've got a player a little bit deeper on the site. glovee there, going to be able to kind of navigate past a little further ahead. Spike going to go down, but Meddo, unchecked on, does at least get away with one trade instantaneous. Good work to keep him in check, and now AvovA not going to have the time of day to be... And relay a lot of information. Keep these two players kind of on the extremities of that piece. Right, there's the ult coming in. keloqz has to fall away a touch. Forced back, and Izzy trying to capitalize on it, but couldn't quite get there in time. Got to be careful now as Meddo isn't too far away himself. And a couple of players noted on the B site, but no punish off the back. And there's that flank coming in. And oh, close.
No
one
way.
Job. And the timing, he slipped the net. And you can see exactly how that's happened. And Hoody might put together these pieces going, he was not even considering an option of that. He was fully having faith that someone had my back, and that not being clean now for glovee is a problem. This unleashed them. This is all fallen apart by that one bit of timing. They got under their skin completely and utterly, and as much as they can try, it's all on glovee to try and do something with this now. And a 1v3, not got the angle, not really got the utility, not got much of a hope. G2.
As I say that, though, Hoody...
I feel like keloqz is going to peek
Yeah,
this.
Hoody's a little deep, going to flash in keloqz, but he's punished for it.
Yeah, not quite quick enough on this, and now Hoody's in danger. He's all on his own. Yes, you're going to have the support coming in from nukkye eventually, but can he do much with this? Yes, actually, the utility going to deny it. Just a little bit of a slowdown on the way up from the ramp. You can see that tucking on the corner could still do some damage, and it does. nukkye with one, can't double down on it. Brave, brilliant work towards the site. Going to take control now. The spike can be planted safely. AvovA and Meddo can't really have much say in the matter.
Themselves in a 2v4 now. A couple of players tagged up, but nothing really work on. They're here pretty early and unnoted as of yet. There's nothing to really tell them to come out, but the nanoswarm actually going to force AvovA out of position. XiSTOU with the second.
Not much denial on the spike going down here. There it is. That's pretty finding the impact. The timing was great. I really thought they'd be so paranoid about that presence, but there's the response in kind. glovee slips in through CT, and now they're stuck in the middle. AvovA and Hoody, uncomfortable positioning, but well read by Hoody again. Noting that player earlier and finding them again. The glovee, unrelenting and a
slow approach. It's going to suit keloqz very well. He's looking as if he wants to get a little antsy here. Bladestorm popped. Actually, we'll find Izzy drifting into the smoke. Able to get away as well.
I'm very surprised he was able to get away as the nukkye on a chopping block. This guy is unreal. He's doing this with 5 HP and he's being such a problem. He's trying to buy so much time for this. He allows a little bit of time for the reaggress, but it is going to still be a 2v1. It's possible for Brave. Let's say if they give him that chance, that opportunity to strike the lined up. Not this time. Meddo going to keep control of over there. Rifle now upgraded and diffuse going to come. Such a... honest, watching this guy play, he is such a nuisance to play against. His positioning, his timing. Problem player for sure. And keloqz caught sleeping there a little bit. XiSTOU going to take the space that was granted to him. And maybe not expecting progress to be made there, but a little surprising in that regard as now a 2v3 as nukkye and Meddo called upon, and it'll be tricky to displace this post plant.
The Braves fault line should be coming back up, which again will slow down that first tap. They have to draw this out as well. Nanoswarms on the spike. Gonna slow things down as well. Oh, I don't want to see that investment. No, he's actually going to throw the lockdown in here. Not sure about that. Necessarily,
not much.
yeah, not needed in this scenario, I don't feel. Or make Izzy pay. Maybe just try and hold on to this operator. Yep.
Walking down long, this is really high on the checklist, and this time a massive reward. Spike noted, another player found AvovA. You don't get to mess with him twice. Gets vengeance after that first round. Now nukkye gets to unleash, this time focusing more just purely to drawing blood. Does find Cyder and Izzy and XiSTOU. This could be a full pass, but Izzy sharp on the shot. Doing some more, not gonna get in. Hoody. That's nasty.
It's with the running gun, man.
Horrible.
Actually, they're coming to this with a rolling thunder and a blade storm. So actually, they're going to invest the blade storm now.
Interesting time to pull this through, and Hunter's Fury going to come in. AvovA forced to he was forced forward and still got Izzy. Oh, that's going to just take the wind out of your sails. But glovee, you've got to get that luck just right. You did it before, you can do it again. But do they keep track of it this time around? They seem unaware. This could be his moment to shine. 2 players on a platter. It's everything you dream of. That's the impact you need. And now suddenly SMB take the reins in this round. AvovA trying to fill that void now. Play back in through on CT and glovee. So aware of it. The shot so quick as well. Gonna pull through 2 players. And nukkye. Large and in charge as ever. Puts out another though. SMB know that they're up a couple more players than they'd expect. And keloqz finding Brave and no trade available. No pressure coming back in. They've somewhat stemmed the bleed here.
Okay.
Until that. XiSTOU can just move and shoot. The man's playing a different game right now, and keloqz is now under so much pressure. He's got 3 players just leaning into his fight, overcompensates on one. AvovA has his back, and he even has 2 kills. The man is always be the safe pair of hands for this type, but he does get outdone eventually. How much could he have done on his own play almost? And you're right, I think there will be an element of a mirrored aspect, a little bit of a different element as to where they push, but SMB will make that push nonetheless as well. We heard it before, but G2 very aware of the possibility of it, it seems, keeping 3 players essentially back by spawn, leaving AvovA on a solo exploration mission. He's off towards C, and keloqz just threading around this map, trying to trail the timing so nicely in G2. Untraditional fight, but winning them clean enough as Brave left on 22 HP and a lot to work through.
Oh, SMB repeating, I guess. Offense is the best defense on the pist around here as keloqz will close things around.
It's on AvovA. And he's still going to be the safety net that they need. And the VOLP as well! SMB could have crumbled this G2 approach if they'd managed to maybe slip that timing right, pinch around it. But man, CyderX, Brave, and glovee is not feeling so nice now.
Second trap wire dealt with. So both players in spawn noted here. You know they have the freedom to potentially take this engagement with Brave, actually. At least challenge him here. Don't necessarily want to overstep the mark. Okay, Brave will fall. No, it's a double flank now.
Yeah, this is when all eyes can then turn to the side. And yeah, CyderX does get 1. Bad. Gets the 2nd. Lovely, but he's left on 10 HP.
To stop this now, this is one of those snowball rounds for G2. They can throw a couple of these ultimates in. Might not even be necessary with an opening like that from hoody.
Yeah, just bullying his way through. We need Izzy to come up with something. You said this was a player to keep your eyes on, right? He had to be able to stand tall to the task, and now this is where things can go really badly downhill. They're respecting him to an extent, but
massively. Send the rolling thunder in.
A massive investment just to keep him under wraps. Too dangerous to peek without it. And there's the over-aggress from keloqz, and it catches XiSTOU perfectly. He didn't have a chance in that one. And this is a save.
Best thing they have to worry about in the next. Well, you got to worry about nukkye decapitating Izzy on A long as well. See,
yeah, add it to the checklist.
This just isn't it. Here, this lockdown, it's just not. 0 value.
No, it doesn't do enough anymore. I don't think no one's going to be particularly caught off guard. However, that does catch him off guard. Meddo going down, and now the 2 players tucked into hotel have to fight out a little bit here. keloqz going to try and at least keep some space. AvovA plays in, finds one, but it's going to be SMB doing so well this time. They're all down to nukkye, but this man can come up with some magic sometimes. A tap on the spike will draw him forward. He finds one. Tucks himself safely just away from the peak from long. He actually wants to go back on it, but CyderX quick on that peak himself. He knew the nukkye was starting to gain that control, and he didn't want any of that. SMB still alive and kicking.
I didn't even see the tag come through there. It was off screen, but in response, Hunter's Fury posted. Actually, we'll find a lot more value. Actually, the double tag and the confirm onto Meddo. XiSTOU We'll find nukkye as well. So man advantage here for SMB. Might be able to pull this one off.
You can see this presence. I want to see how much... Oh, the timing on that. AvovA gets caught in the heels, and that just tilts things instantly in favor, and it gives this way this huge idea of intent, right? As soon as you see that, you know the lean was towards that A site. And Cyder plays a little too close to the wire there. Going to lose life to Hoody. Still a 3v2. keloqz. Not this time. Izzy's got your number.
Tries to throw a shoulder,
30
and
seconds
it's punished. Hoody 30 HP now. Oh, Izzy actually just unscoped.
His presence. You got to start feeling it.
it's
No
a
way!
miss.
He hit some of the most unreal shots back to back, and that's the one that goes astray.
30 seconds left.
Remember Draken? Feels a little similar. Brave, though, having to try and play his life, because now Nook is going to be just making his debut into this Meddo with a good trade. Now look at the answer back. It's coming in, but only for so long. The site's theirs, and it all falls to glovee, whose positions have been hard to handle. He's been making these impactful plays in the past, but this one, it's going to be prestigious if he can do it. First challenge can be presented soon as he tries to crest around the corner, one towards hell, one on site. Cautious enough, but the shoulder shows, and Meddo is at odds and ends. But one of the players who is at least well propped up and positioned would be glovee, who's going to be sitting there with the rifle, with the armor, but he gets noted! Just body checked down. 2 now remain. Brave walks in, and by name and as his nature, does go down for it, leaving just Cyder, probably the least equipped player of all of them, in a 1v4. I think this one looking a little cooked here, as SMB going toe-to-toe throughout this whole game, but just potentially letting it slip at the end here as P2 on the verge now. As Cyder being presented nothing at the end.